Welcome to Talk Point. In a significant development, President Donald Trump has announced plans to deploy National Guard troops in Chicago in an effort to combat rising crime rates. This move has indicated a political standoffs between federal and local authorities, raising questions about the balance of power and the role of federal intervention in state matters. On September 2, 2025, President Donald Trump declared the commitment to sending National Guard troops to Chicago despite strong opposition from local and state officials. The president argued that federal intervention was necessary to address crime in democratic-led cities like Chicago and Baltimore, even though recent data indicates a decline in violent crime in these areas. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker expressed alarm over the federal plans, stating the military vehicles and immigration and customs enforcement agents were being stacked for deployment without prior consultation with state authorities. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson and other local officials have vowed not to cooperate with the federal forces, emphasizing that such actions exceed president authority and infringe upon local governments. The Pentagon is reportedly developing plans for the deployment which could involve thousands of National Guard troops. However, legal experts suggest that invoking Section 12406 to send troops from Republican-led states into Democratic-led cities without their consent would face significant legal challenges. In response to the federal plans, thousands of Chicago residents participated in protest voicing their opposition to the deployment. Demonstrators expressed some concerns about the potential civil rights violation and the militarization of local law enforcement. Mayor Johnson has signed an executive order prohibiting city police from assisting aides in federal operations, further escalating the standoff. The proposed deployment of the National Guard troops to Chicago marks a significant escalation in President Trump's law and order campaign, while the administration frames the move as a necessary response to crime. Critics argue that it represents an overreach of executive power and could undermine the local authority. Legal experts point to the federal judge's recent decision to block the use of military personnel to combat crime in California as a precedent that could influence similar challenges in Chicago. The outcome of this legal battles could have far-reaching implications for the future of leader intervention in the states and local matters. As the situation unfolds, the nation watches closely. The clash between federal and local authorities over the deployment of National Guard troops in Chicago raises fundamental questions about the limits of presidential power and the autonomy of state and global governance. The coming weeks may determine the trajectory of this contentious issue and set important precedents for the balance of power in the United States. Thank you for watching Talk Point. If you found this update informative, make sure to like, share and subscribe for the latest coverage of events shaping the Middle East and globally.